the Junior Hornets for sticking with and committing to a lofty goal. These athletes are the present and future of the program. The following Junior Hornets completed a goal of at least 2,500 basketball minutes. Please help me recognize these young athletes and their mentors. With mentor Reggie Durst, Gabrielle Eugenie, help me recognize Leela Dean, Maggie Foster, Harper Rambo, Lola Lang, Charlotte Lee, and Haley Powell. With mentors Ella Stemmer and Beth Ann Ford, we have Claire Harvey, Kendall Wall, Jesse Phelps, Kira Reed, Abby Roth, Sophie Roth, Jillian Sanderson, Ayla Sager, Mia Zimmer. With mentor Emily Wolchinski and Elena Dorset, let's hear it for Sophia Boudet, Sophia Fanning, Ellie Reed, Megan Sweet, Nora Walsh, Sandy Walsh, and Kaylee Mitchell. With mentors Lisa Carrick and Ashley Masigo, give it up for Ava Nowatsky, Chris Overstein, and Allie Wyden. With mentors Natalie Sweetland, help me recognize Ruby Giddings, Ainsley Beerbaugh, and Zoe Wilson. With mentors Sophie Keenan and Amira Boyd, let's hear it for Sophie Moll, Keelan Easton, Hadley Griffin, Samantha Langos, and Grace Roth. Our Nara in Panama. With mentor Stephanie Finley, give it up for Natalie Dahl, Casey Griffin, High School. We thank you for helping us keep Saline tobacco free. Pioneers and your Saline Hornets. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of our national anthem. And now for introductions. Starting first for the visitors from Ann Arbor Pioneer. Sophomore guard number 4, Lauren DeWolf. Sophomore guard number 5, Brian Bolkin. Sophomore guard number 14, Hicks. Sophomore forward, number 24, Alexis Clark. Senior forward, number 2, Ashanti Truman. The Pioneers are led by head coach Tyrone Hicks, assisted by Allison Mann, Amy Cucino, Emily Argensinger, and Fred Webster. Now, from your Saline Hornets. Senior guard number 4, Amira Boyd. Senior center number 5, Steffi Bentley. Senior guard number 11, Liz Carey. Junior guard number 12, Ella Stemmer. Sophomore guard number 23, Sophie Kaden. The Hornets are led by head coach Kaden Reed,
It's Tuesday night here in Saline High School as the Hornets are taking on Ann Arbor Pioneer in what is an SEC matchup altogether. Good evening, my name is Pat Canavan here to broadcast once again with SalineLive.com. Looking forward at the schedule here this evening. It's going to be an interesting one as the Hornets sitting at third place in the SEC Red, looking to improve their stature with a win over Pioneer. Pioneer coming off a loss against the Hornets just a few weeks ago on the 17th of January, a 47-40 loss. In fact, the Hornets walked away from Pioneer High School the victors. Altogether, looking at the lineups, Pioneer putting out number 2, Terman as forward, DeWolf at number 4 as a guard, Bogan number 5 as a guard, Hicks at number 14 as a guard, and Clark as a forward. Big shot to open up there from the outside, looking at Kanan for the Hornets. For the Hornets starting 5, you're looking at Boyd, number 4 at guard. Steffi Bentley coming in at center at number 5. Liz Sakarik as guard at number 11. Ellis Stemmer at number 12 as guard. And Kanan at number 23 as a guard for the Hornets. Inbound pass coming from Boyd. Pass up front finds its way to Stemmer. Drives right inside, puts it up in the paint before the rebound is collected there by Bogan. Down Hornets go. And the wrestle against Pioneer as Pioneer is able to get it away and send it right down the coastline. Inside pass finds its way to Clark as she puts it up and finds the 2 for a scoring opportunity there as Pioneer on the board. 32 minutes of basketball ahead of you tonight as just about 30 seconds have expired so far. Stemmer looking for 3 and finds nothing but net and a quick answer from well beyond the arc. DeWolf for Pioneer, just about midcourt. Opposed there by Sakarik. Bounce pass finds its way to Terman before sending it to the far side once again. Clark out front to Hicks. Hicks with the drive inside, looks for the layup, doesn't quite fall before it's taken away by Stemmer. Race down court, puts it in the paint, and she puts it right up. 5 points tonight for Ellis Stemmer. Once again, Pioneer just beyond the arc. You're looking at Hicks. Pass to the far side to Terman. DeWolf now. Down low to Terman. Pardon me, to Hicks as a drive inside the paint. Nearly collected there by Stemmer, however, knocked away as I think she stepped out of bounds, and that's the official call. Pioneer still maintains possession. Inbound pass finds its way far side to Hicks. Hicks looking for the option, finds it with Clark. Clark back to Hicks with a big shot from downtown, looks for another 3. 5-5 here early in the ballgame. Pass inside over to Boyd on the far corner. Back to Stemmer. Stemmer for 2. Finds it. 7-5. Ellis Stemmer responsible for all 7 points so far for the Hornets. Hicks up top to Terman. Terman, inside pass there, going to be a kickball off of Stemmer. We're going to have a sub coming in now as in comes number 23 for Ann Arbor Pioneer, Stewart. And out goes number 2, Terman. Inbound pass now. Pioneer looking to drive it inside. Dished outwards, however, to Stewart. Up front to DeWolf and far side to Bogan. Bogan inside back as a shot is put up. Nothing is called. Step out of bounds there by Clark as the Hornets regain possession. It'll be Cannon to take it across midcourt. Sakarik thought about it before dishing it to the outside. A good passing effort there finds its way to Steffi Bentley, putting up 2 for the Hornets. Pass inside, you're looking at now DeWolf. Down low to Hicks. Far side to Stewart. As it's going to be going back to a timeout here Ann Arbor Pioneer looking to regain their momentum. You're looking at an interesting matchup currently for the Hornets. Kernbecker standing at 12-2, 4-2 in the SEC. They're currently third, where they are tied with Bedford at 4-2 as well. In first place, you're looking at Ann Arbor Huron, sitting at a 6-0 in the SEC Red, whereas the White, it's a very different story, as Chelsea and Dexter fighting for that first place spot, with Chelsea at 9-0 and Dexter at 8-1, with Tecumseh standing behind at 6-3. Inbound pass finds its way from Hicks all the way down low to DeWolf. DeWolf down low to Stewart. Back to Hicks. To Stewart and down to DeWolf. Big shot from beyond the arc. Dances around the rim. Does not fall. Rebound collected officially there by Boyd for the Hornets. Bentley stops just inside the arc. Passed out. Big shot there taken by Cannon before rebound was collected by Stewart. Stewart now. Down low to Hicks. Far side to DeWolf. Before the pass inside finds its way to Clark, and a little bit of commotion as the Hornets come out once again with possession. You're looking at Sakarik, race down inside. Stemmer just stopping about the 15-foot before driving inside, puts it up, doesn't fall, but she will go to the stripe for two. And what is the first foul of the evening, almost 4 minutes in here. Two for Bentley. Connects on the first, as in comes Brines here for Ann Arbor Pioneer, and out goes Bogan. Brines at number 1 for Ann Arbor. Early movement there in the paint. However, we're looking at Bentley connecting on both shots from the stripe. Far side and hard drive in there by Stewart. Puts up, but doesn't fall. Current score stands as 11-5 as Stemmer with the hard race in. Dishes it over to Cannon. Cannon to walk it all the way up with a little windmill action. Doesn't fall off the glass and picked up by Ann Arbor Pioneer. Quick race coast to coast there. It's going to be a charging call there against number 14. Hicks says Hornets regain possession. Nearly a coast to coast opportunity there. Second foul of the evening so far for Ann Arbor Pioneer. Just across court, you're looking at Stewart. Down low to Sakarik, up top to Bentley and over to Stemmer. Inside to Bentley once again, puts it up and finds another two. Bentley proving to be a dangerous option there against Ann Arbor Pioneer. DeWolf now on the outside. Pass to the far corner with Hicks. Hicks bounce pass down low to Clark. Clark puts it up and off the glass. Bentley able to come away with that rebound before dishing it over to Cannon. Cannon race inside, back to Bentley. Bentley in the usual spot, standing at the 15-foot mark, just beyond the stripe. Quick tip out to Stemmer as she puts it up for another two. Current score standing at 15-5. Pardon me, that was Sakarik with the two, not Stemmer. Pass to the far side, you have Brines. Brines countered by Boyd on the dishes it over to DeWolf. To Stewart. Up top to Clark. A pass inside, looks to roll up and off the glass there by DeWolf before Bentley comes away with the rebound. Hard pass down low, Sakarik. Caught by the baseline, back to Bentley in the paint, puts it up. Another two for Steffi Bentley. DeWolf, right across midcourt. Clark dishes the far side before the hard drive in there by Stewart is cut short, racing to catch up there with Stemmer. Nearly kept in bounds as up and out of bounds, and it will go to Ann Arbor Pioneer. Wilczynski steps in as well as Sweetland. As out goes Boyd and Cannon, and the Hornets looking for a little fresh lineup here. Bounce pass, or pardon me, inbound pass coming from Turman. Turman finds its way to DeWolf. Far side to Hicks. Hicks inside to Stewart. Puts it up. A block set up there by Steffi Bentley. Dished over to Wilczynski, and Hornets racing inside. Third foul of the evening going to Maya Hicks there. Did not get her feet planted as she set up the screen. Wilczynski ran right on into her. Stemmer to Bentley. Back to Stemmer. Over to Wilczynski, down in the close corner. Stemmer looks for three and finds it with nothing but net. Inside, Bogan on the far side looking for that close action. Bounce pass to the far corner. Put up for three there by Brines. Stemmer with the open reception. Down low, puts another shot up by Sakarik. Bentley able to keep it in bounds, but however, it's going to be another turnover as Brines is able to come away for Pioneer. Whistle blown, play is stopped, and it looks like Saline's gaining their first foul this evening. A little bit of contact there by Sakarik. As out she goes, and in comes Eugenie for the Hornets. Just under a minute to play here in the first period, or pardon me, quarter. DeWolf, hands off to Turman. Far side to Brines. Brines down low, back to Bogan. And another foul is called. It's going to be on Pioneers. The Hornets regain possession. Fourth foul of the evening so far as Pioneer gets themselves in a little bit of foul trouble as the turnovers start to rack up. That was number 2, Turman, getting the fourth foul of the evening for Ann Arbor Pioneer. Steffi Bentley down low to Ella Stemmer, pass inside, right back to Bentley, puts it up for 2. The dangerous combination. It's hard to guard when you have Stemmer on the outside and Bentley able to wreak havoc in the paint. And Pioneer looking for a quick way to recover. Up and out of bounds there. Hornets regain possession. Current score stands at 22 for Saline and 5 for Ann Arbor Pioneer. It's an easy reason to see why the Hornets seem to be so dominant in their play so far. Stemmer from well beyond the arc. Had the distance, just wasn't on target. And that'll be the first quarter. 22-5, Hornets leading the way big time. Last time these two teams met, it was only a 47-40 victory for the Hornets, and the Hornets were on the road. Now we're looking at a 22-5 lead. And the Hornets, I think, are feeling very, very comfortable with their current situation. Looking back at the SEC standings as we're kind of making our way through February and get towards playoff season in the March month, I should say. Huron, like I said, sitting in front at 6-0, being one of Saline's 2 losses coming from Huron in a very close matchup. That was a 60-56 that took place on January 28th. Their other loss came from Bedford, where it was a 59-53 loss on the 14th of January. Altogether, Hornets came back and were able to beat Bedford in the second round through. But right now, the Hornets are looking to chase down Huron and claim that SEC title. (12-2) altogether, a very impressive record for the Hornets this evening. And altogether proving to be a very, very successful season altogether. 8 minutes down, 24 to go. Hornets, 22-5, leading the way. DeWolf. Far side finds its way to Eugenie. Its way to Bentley before the rebound is collected by Stewart. Race back down court. You're looking at DeWolf. Hard pressure inside the paint. She puts it up. And it looks like going to be a foul called there on Eugenie, and DeWolf will head to the stripe. DeWolf so far being an altogether important player for Pioneer. Not so much in the scoring category, altogether in the possession and the teamwork category. Does not connect on the first there. But she has altogether been a very present player for the Pioneer offense. And a big full shift there by the Hornets. Out goes Sweeland, Wilczynski, Bentley, and in comes Boyd. Ford and Sakarik once again. Eugenie also stepped out for the Hornets. 6 minutes to play here in the first half. You're looking at Ella Stemmer with the drive inside. Short pop-up there. Able to find it just about 15 feet out. No big deal from Ella Stemmer, finding another 2 on the board for the Hornets. 12 points so far this evening for Ella Stemmer. Pass to the far side as it's going to be Clark. Hard drive inside. Downloaded to Wolf. DeWolf puts it right up again and collects on the 2. Stewart. Pass down low. Or pardon me, not Stewart. Sakarik. Then down low once again to Cannon. Cannon over. Stemmer puts it up off the iron. Doesn't fall. Rebound was collected there by Clark before dish over to DeWolf. Close side, you're looking at Hicks. Back to Stewart. Far side to DeWolf. Hicks to Stewart. Pass inside to DeWolf, left all alone as Sakarik was able to get in there and get a hand on it and disrupt the pass. Charging foul would have been good if her feet were planted. However, it will be called on Maya Hicks there. 7th foul for Ann Arbor Pioneer so far. As an on-the-floor foul there, it'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Amira Boyd. First chance for the stripe so far. Connects on the first. Joining the scoring table this evening for the Hornets. Hicks is stepping out as in comes Brines in her place. Boyd 2 for 2 from the stripe. Talk about a dangerous foul there for Pioneer. DeWolf back across midcourt to Brines. High pass to Stewart. To Bogan. Pressure by Bogan as she dishes it back out to Stewart. Pick set as down went Stewart. Looks like she tripped and lost her footing there. Foul will be called on Ford for the trip. 4th team foul so far for the Hornets. DeWolf with the inbound. Chooses the close shot option with Bogan as Bogan takes it right to the rim, puts it up, circles, and decides to dip on out. Stemmer, far side to Sakarik, back to Stemmer. Just about 4 to play now in the first half remaining. 26-9. Hornets leading the way. Adamant Hornet defense proving to be a very difficult wall to break for Ann Arbor Pioneer. Cannon able to put up 2 there for the Hornets. 28-9. DeWolf, pass to the far side, finds its way to Stewart. Up to Brines. Down to Bogan. Over to Stewart. Far side to DeWolf. Shot put up and doesn't fall. Rebound nearly collected there by Ford before DeWolf able to rebound in favor of Pioneer. Inside pass finds its way to Clark. Ford dished back out. Bogan back to Clark. Clark puts it up and doesn't touch the glass as it rounds over the rim, and Hornets come away. Stemmer racing straight on down. And that'll be a charging call on Stemmer that time. Fifth foul so far for the Hornets. As out comes Stemmer and Ford, and in comes Sweetland and Bentley for the Hornets. Bogan inbound pass finds its way to DeWolf. 3 minutes on the clock. Brines now to Turman. Far side to Bogan. Bogan with the hard drive inside, able to connect on 2 for Ann Arbor Pioneer. Drive inside there by Sweetland, cut short as Pioneer slowing it down and taking their time. DeWolf going to be an opportunity here for the strike. Looks like it's going to be called on Sakarik. The and one opportunity as it is a 28-13. Hornets getting in a little bit of foul trouble here, just like Ann Arbor Pioneer was in the first quarter. DeWolf for the and one and connects. Stop and play as we have the officials at the center table discussing the issue on the table. And one is still good. It's the Wolf now sitting at 5 points so far this evening. Cannon taking it right across midcourt to Bentley. Back to Cannon, pick set by Bentley, set right inside, a little bit of contact. And the foul is going to be called as Bentley is going to the charity stripe once again. DeWolf responsible for that one as Pioneer, looking at 8 total fouls so far this evening. Bentley connects on the first, and she will get one more opportunity. Two for 2 from the stripe there from Steffi Bentley. So far with 13 points this evening from Bentley and 12 from Stemmer. Pass to the far side. DeWolf back to Bogan. Bogan tries to race it inside. Travel will be called and the Hornets will regain possession. Wilczynski looking to step in as out goes Boyd. 2 minutes on the clock. 30-14. Hornets leading the way. Costly turnover there for Ann Arbor Pioneer as they're trying to close the gap here before the half. Cannon just beyond the arc. To Sweetland. To Sakarik. Inside to Bentley. Pass to Wilczynski. Race inside before sending it over to Cannon, puts it right up off the iron, doesn't fall. Cannon regains the possession, however, with that rebound. Bentley Close corner to Wilczynski. Puts it up, and it'll be a travel called on Wilczynski. DeWolf, just about half court. To Turman. Inside, finds his way, bounce pass coming from Clark as the shot was put up there by Turman, and finds another two for Ann Arbor Pioneer. Cannon to Bentley. To Cannon, race inside, puts it up. Quick jump, finds it for two. Cannon 4 points so far this evening. 32-16, under a minute to play now. Brines down low to Clark, puts it up off the front of the iron and rolls its way in. .40 seconds. Cannon tries to get it away there, but cut short by Brines. Brines looking to take it coast to coast. Cannon unable to get her hand on the block, as that's going to be another 2 points for Ann Arbor Pioneer. Cannon to Bentley. Down goes Cannon, but no harm, no foul. Back to Bentley, back to Cannon. Shot put up, races it inside. She's going to go to the stripe for two for a shooting foul. 11 seconds on the clock. Current score stands at 32 for Saline, 20 for Ann Arbor Pioneer. 9th foul this evening so far for Ann Arbor Pioneer. Unable to convert on the first. Stewart stepping in as Brines takes it to the bench for Ann Arbor Pioneer. Cannon 1 for 2 from the stripe. 5 points so far this evening. DeWolf with 6 seconds on the clock. Moving pick there set by Clark is making it difficult for Ann Arbor Pioneer to hold possession. With that 10th foul, Saline will regain possession here with 2 seconds on the clock, and that'll be an interesting situation. See if they can get the shot off in time. Brines stepping in as out goes DeWolf in a last-ditch effort here for the first half. Saline in the bonus looking for any opportunity. Bounce pass to Cannon. Cannon's just going to carry, and she gets the shot off for the buzzer, and it's going to fall short. And that'll be all she wrote for the first half, as it's a 33-20 lead for the Hornets. Current score is very much favoring Saline and not at all rhyming with the last matchup between Pioneer and Saline. All together, folks, my name is Pat Canavan, and we'll be right back after halftime.
Scoring at the half. Pioneer, Bryant 2, Turman 2, DeWolf 6, Vogel 2, Hicks 3, Stewart 1, Clark 4. For Saline, Boyd 2, Bentley 12, Security 2, Stephen with 12. Keenan with 5. It'll be swing ball, side out starting the second half.
And we're back here with the last 16 minutes of play between the Saline Hornets and the Ann Arbor Pioneers. All together, it's a 33-20 Saline lead so far. Stemmer looking for another three off the side of the backboard, and Bentley's able to pick it up with another two. Scoring summary so far from the first half came with Boyd with 2, Bentley with 12, Sakarik with 2, Stemmer with 12, and Cannon with 5. From Ann Arbor Pioneer, looking at Bryant with 2, Turman with 2, DeWolf at 5, Bogan at 2, Hicks at 3, Stewart at 1, and Clark at 4. All together, so far, it's been a high foul game. Hornets gaining 5, while Ann Arbor Pioneer standing at 10. Shot put up there with Clark starting off the scoring here in the second half. Big shot there from Sakarik on the outside for 3. 38-22. Brines up top. Over to 2. Inside, finds its way to Clark. Clark far in to Stewart, puts it up off the back of the iron, stops dead in his track before the rebound is collected by Boyd. Boyd racing it down the court to Sakarik. Sakarik inside, finds its way to Stemmer, puts it up. Too much effort on that one, but she'll go to the stripe after the shooting foul called on number 24 for Ann Arbor Pioneer. Clark. 11th foul of the evening so far, first of the second half for Ann Arbor Pioneer. Stemmer off the iron on the first attempt. Turman in the game there as out goes Clark after that last foul. Shot put up and connects on the second there, coming from Stemmer. 13 so far this evening. Pass down low, finds its way to Hicks before going over to Stewart. Stewart with the race inside the paint, dishes to the outward to Hicks, looking for 3. Then off the front of the iron. Pass by Brines up front to DeWolf. DeWolf inside to Turman. Turman back to DeWolf. Pressure by Sakarik as she presses inside the paint. Same play back to back there as passed outward to Stewart this time, and Stewart takes it back up to the top of the key. Goes up for the shooting foul. Goes up for the shot. Will be called on the shooting foul as it's going to be Stemmer with, I believe, her 3rd foul of the evening so far. Sub coming in as Sweetland to take over and Stemmer to hit the bench. DeWolf with the inbound pass. Takes the far option there with Brines. Brines contested by Boyd before handing it off there to Stewart. Stewart opposed by Sweetland with the drive inside the paint, dish to the close corner once again to DeWolf. DeWolf slowing the pace of the play down and backing her way up towards midcourt. Pressured by Sakarik, handoff once again to Brines. Stewart, to Turman now. Down low to Stewart. Pressure by the Hornet defense, making it difficult for Pioneer to find their stride. Race inside by Stewart, puts it up, no contention, and it's going to be a block on Ellis, or from Bentley, but it's going to be called in favor of Ann Arbor Pioneer as Turman heads to the stripe once again. Second foul of the evening for Steffi Bentley. Crowd not a fan of that last call. Turman connects on the first. Goes 1 for 2 from the stripe, and the rebound collected there by Cannon with ease. Racing down, contested by Turman closely. Just to the top of the key now, and she's looking for the option and finds it down low with Sakarik. Pass inside to Bentley and runs inside the paint before a dish to the outwards to Boyd. Boyd down low, hard pass, close sides to Sweetland. Just out of reach, up and out of bounds as Pioneer takes over. 39-23 in a close game so far. Or pardon me, a closing game, I should say. Hornets getting into a little bit of a turnover trouble. As in goes Clark and out goes Turman. Turnover trouble being the big issue here with fouls. Every time the Hornets took the lead in the first half, it was because of Pioneer foul trouble, but they were able to close that. I believe it was an 18-point lead with many, many turnovers. And once again, strikes back in favor of the Hornets this time. Alexis Clark gets struck with her 4th foul this evening so far. As it looks like Turman to head right back in the game to take her spot. Bentley to Sakarik. Pass inside, tried to find Bentley there, but the play was called. And Hicks comes away with possession for Pioneer. Hard drive inside the paint, and she's going straight to the glass and finds another 2. In terms of second half scoring, the Hornets and Pioneer are tied neck and neck at 5 points for the second half. Make that 7-5. Hornets outscored so far in the second half here. DeWolf finding that 2 there. Altogether, this is kind of a interesting matchup, as while the Hornets beat them last time, Ann Arbor Pioneer is sitting right behind them in 4th place in the SEC Red at 3-3. So, easily enough, this could be a game that upsets their standing just a little bit. And as it is only a 12-point game and there's plenty of basketball left to play, a lot can happen in that stretch of time. The Hornets will continue with some more SEC play this Thursday, the 13th, as they take on the Monroe Trojans altogether. Monroe, sitting towards the bottom of the SEC Red, is going to be an opportunity where the Hornets are looking to continue to improve their stance for a little playoff play in the future. Boyd with the inbound here. While they continue to look forward to the playoff coming in March now, in late February, race down, and that's going to be Cannon going to the stripe there on a shooting foul for 2. The real target right now for the Hornets is Ann Arbor Huron, losing their first matchup by only about 6 points. I believe, pardon me, it might only have been only 4 points, in fact. This will be an interesting time for the Hornets to try and regroup and even the score and maybe make their way to the head of the SEC Red. 2 for 2 for the stripe there from Cannon. Strong pass from DeWolf finds its way to Stewart as she races her way inside, and down goes Cannon, and it's going to be a call on Cannon. In fact, I don't think she got her feet set all the way. Stewart going to the stripe. 3 fouls this half so far for both teams. Off the front of the iron on that first one. Does not connect. One for 2 there, coming from Stewart. Second point of the evening so far. 41-28, 4 minutes to play here. Boyd with the quick move, able to break the cover there by DeWolf before passing it over to Sweetland. And it's going to be a foul called on Sweetland. A little bit of movement in that pivot, costing Saline possession. Turman with the inbound pass finds its way to DeWolf. Halfway through the third quarter. Brines before sending it back up to Hicks. Hicks with the hard drive inside, guarded by both Bentley and Cannon. It's going to result in a shooting foul for Ann Arbor Pioneer. 4 fouls apiece now for both teams. Maya Hicks heads to the stripe. The double team pressure proving to be a little bit dangerous for the Hornets. Connects on the first from the stripe. Wilczynski in for Sweetland. Her second attempt from the stripe. 2 for 2 there, coming from Hicks. Kanan, just across midcourt, contested by DeWolf. Boyd looks to find Bentley on the inside. Pioneer defense has tightened up, however. Big shot from Boyd, looking for 3 off the far side of the iron. Rebound collected there by Kanan and sent to Wilczynski before up front to Sakarik, looks for the 3 off the back of the iron. Rebound collected there by Stewart as down she goes, and it's going to be a jump ball called, and it's going in Pioneer favor. In that jump ball, Stewart able to gather herself and stand right back up as she will take the inbound pass. DeWolf right across midcourt before dishing out to Hicks. Hicks far side to Brines. Brines back to DeWolf, inside to Turman. Turman puts it up. Shooting foul called. Bentley did not have her feet set there Turman will head to the stripe for 2. And that was Kanan, in fact. Her third foul of the evening so far, and being responsible for 2 more just prior. 2 from the stripe from Turman. Connects on the first. Sweetland steps in place there of Turman, of Kanan. Second shot goes up as rebound is collected there by Sweetland. It's a 10-point game, 41-31, at a much different tone than the first quarter. Racing down court real quick, Boyd inside to Bentley. She puts it up and does not connect. DeWolf comes away with possession, and it's going to be on the floor. Foul there of Boyd, who did not have her feet set. Fifth foul as the Hornets are getting into foul trouble. Turman steps out as Bogan is in the game now for Ann Arbor Pioneer. 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. 41-31. Hornets slowly losing the lead here. Bogan, quick handoff to Stewart. Back to Brines. Brines inside to Wolf. Hard race inside, puts the shot up, and the and one opportunity as Sakarik will be called. Shooting foul. DeWolf will head to the stripe now, looking to convert for 3 on that play. DeWolf connects on the end, 1 3 points there. 41-34. 5 points. This game started out at a 20-5 where the Hornets were leading the way, and their offense seemed unstoppable, and their defense seemed impenetrable. Stemmer, guarded by Hicks. 2:30 on the clock in the third quarter. To Sakarik. To Sweetland. Back to Stemmer. Long pass finds its way to Wilczynski. Pivot maintains control to Sweetland. Hand to Bentley. And this looks like it's going to be a foul called on Stewart. It is on Stewart, in fact. 5th this half so far. Big shot from Stemmer. Rings in the 3 for the Hornets. (44-34). Back to a 10-point divide there. Stewart with the hard race inside, puts it up and connects on the 2. Hornets backing off there on that approach, avoiding foul trouble. Under 2 to play in the third quarter. Inside to Bentley. Just close side to Bentley. Pass to Stemmer. controlled. The Sakarik left alone, looks for the three. Off the glass, doesn't fall. Bentley puts it up for another two on the quick rebound. Back to a 10-point divide. Stewart race inside behind the back and spins and puts it up for the two. Doesn't fall, able to get their hand on it, and Hornets regain possession there. This is knocked up and out of bounds. Amir Boyd stepping in there for the Hornets as out goes Wilczynski, and in comes Rollins for Pioneer as out goes DeWolf. Boyd with the inbound pass. Stemmer just across midcourt there, past the outside of Sakarik, over Sweetland, looks for three, and she rings it in there. 49-36, Sweetland. Making it a little difficult now for Ann Arbor Pioneer to catch up. DeWolf. And looks like his foul is going to be called on... Called on Amira Boyd for there. I missed it from up here. But it'll be a 1-and-1 for Stewart. From the stripe. Does not fall, and the rebound is collected by Bentley before Sweetland and picked up by Pioneer. Bryant puts it right back up, looking for the two and finds it. 1-on-1 opportunity turns into a quick rebound as Bryant's able to come away with two. 11-point game. Heavy pressure by Pioneer there. And it's going to go against Saline on that. Nope, it's going to go against Pioneer there as it's a call on Bogan. Hornets still with possession. Boyd, inbound pass. With a bullet straight to Bentley. And then back to Boyd. Sweetland to Bentley. Toss to Stemmer before to Sakarik. Left all alone. Looks for the three off the side of the iron. And collected by Sweetland and a great rebound. Stemmer for three. Off the iron once again. Rebound collected by the Hornets. Shot put up. Stemmer, or pardon me, Sweetland to Sakarik. Down to Bentley. Stemmer racing inside. Sweetland for three. Off the glass and put right back up by Stemmer. She gets the shot away, and that's going to be another two for the Hornets. Score difference standing at 13, where Saline leads the way at 51, and Pioneer trails at 38. Altogether, so far being altogether a little rough quarter for Saline there. Pioneer able to close that gap just a little bit. However, Hornets seem to be able to pick up their stride and hit their shots late in the third. Scoring so far, we're looking at Stemmer with 18, leading the way for the Hornets, where Bentley coming right after with 16, and then Kanan with 7. However, Kanan responsible for a little bit of foul trouble and sending Pioneer to the stripe a few times. I believe that is her third foul this evening so far, before she was sent to the bench. Hornet defense needs to stay strong here. And Ann Arbor Pioneer offense needs to realize they're still in the game. 13 points. That's a quick swing if you land the right shots. Boyd, inbound pass, finds its way to Stemmer. 8 minutes of basketball left to play here this evening. The Hornets looking to increase their lead. Shot waved off there as Pioneer taking possession. Foul there called on Steffi Bentley with her third foul of the evening so far. Saline with 9 this half. Pioneer only with 5. Brines Contested by Sweetland before dishing it over to DeWolf. DeWolf racing just inside the arc before taking a step out. No shooting opportunity as she sends it down low to Clark, and Clark puts it up. Does not fall, and rebound collected there by Sweetland. Stemmer down low, finds its way to Bentley, back to Stemmer. Pressure inside and puts it right up for two. DeWolf for Pioneer. Timeout called there by Ann Arbor Pioneer. Just under 7 minutes left to play here this evening. Current score stands at 53-38. Fouls, however, don't favor Saline, as that's been their main trouble so far this half, as they've racked up 9, whereas in the first half they only had 6. And then Ann Arbor Pioneer has essentially cut theirs in half, where they had 10 in the first half, and they currently have 5. Like I said last time, the next match and matchup between the Hornets for girls varsity basketball will be this Thursday, the 13th, where they will travel to Monroe to take on the Trojans and continue to defend their spot in the SEC Red. For us, however, we'll be back this Friday for a little more basketball action. Broadcast will be at 7 p.m. You can catch it on SalineLive.com. There's Coach Tyrone Hicks there leading his team, and Coach Ream able to put together a very, very solid Hornet defense. Inbound pass coming from Hicks. Finds its way to DeWolf. Back to Hicks, down low to Bogan. Bogan. Plenty of space between her and Stemmer. That was Clark who dished it out to Hicks, and Clark found her way inside the paint, able to put it up for another 2. 8 points so far this evening. Kanan to Sakarik, down to Bentley, down to Stemmer. Sakarik puts it up to Bentley and tries to repeat what happened there with Clark, but knocked up and out of bounds, and it'll go back to Hornet possession, as it looks like it was knocked out by Brines, in fact. Inbound pass taken by Sakarik. Bentley finds an open lane, takes it right in the paint, and puts it right up again. However, doesn't bounce in her favor. Rebounds collected there by Bogan, as shots put up by Sakarik, as she's able to cut that pass short, and Hornets go to the stripe for 2 opportunities. Talk about right place, right time, and right frame of mind there. Sakarik shoot her hands straight up when she found herself right in prime opportunity to come away with possession. Two from the stripe. Sakarik. Connects on the first. Didn't look like it was going to go, but it fell in her favor. 6 so far this evening, looking to make it 7. And she does altogether. 5 coming in the second half. Ann Arbor Pioneer looking to recover. 15 points once again. Stands between them and closing the gap completely. Long pass by Clark goes up and out of bounds, and the Hornets regain possession. It'll be Brines who was intended to receive that pass. However, just a little high. And now the Hornets back across midcourt. Sakarik to Bentley. Stemmer. And back up to Sakarik. Pass inside the paint to Bentley before dishing over to Sweetland for 3. Off the front of the iron and doesn't fall. Rebound collected there by Brines. Pass down the sideline finds its way to Hicks as she races away inside and puts the layup for 2. Sakarik down to Bentley. Wanted Stemmer and found its way to Stemmer. Pressure by Bogan. Well beyond the arc as she sends it down low to Sakarik once again. Back into Stemmer inside the paint. Puts the shot up in a short jumper. Does not fall. Hits the front of the iron, in fact. Hicks to Bogan. Back to Hicks. Inside, down low to Clark. Puts it up, finds the iron, puts it up again with same rebound. Unsuccessful. 0 for 2 there. And it's going to be a shooting foul being called on it's called on Clark there. Officials seem a little confused on what exactly is going on as they head to the table, and they're heading right now to the coach's bench to explain what's going on. And it's just going to be one of those opportunities as out goes Clark, and in comes Stewart to replace. I didn't see the foul myself, but altogether, Bentley's going to the stripe for a 1-and-1. A little on the floor foul. Connects on the first. The reliable high arc there coming from Steffi Bentley. Two for 2 from Bentley. Altogether, it's wild watching her take shots from the charity stripe because she has such a high arc. Every time it just doesn't quite look like it's going to make it, but without a doubt, it's nothing but net. And that's going to be a call that goes against Saline this time. It's going to be Kanan, I believe, once again with her 4th foul of the evening, and to the stripe goes Maya Hicks. Connects on the first. Seven so far in the second half. Only 3 to start the game there for Ann Arbor Pioneer. Unable to convert on the second attempt there. And Bentley coming away with the rebound, boxing out Stewart and ensuring the Hornets get back across half court. Close pass there by Kanan, finds his way to Sakarik over to Sweetland. A bullet of a pass down low to Kanan, and shot put up just over the top of the iron. Hard pressure inside to Wolf, taking it coast to coast. Out to Bogan for 3, and she connects on the 3 there. Scoreless so far for the second half. Bogan answers with a 3-5 altogether this evening. Back to an 11-point game here. Just about 4 minutes to play. Bentley. Stemmer for 3. It dances, and it does fall, in fact, this time. 12 points this half, and 12 points last half, and there's still just over 3.5 minutes to play here. Looking for a 30-point game tonight. Race inside there by Clark and collected by Stemmer on the edge of being out of bounds. Pardon me, that was Stewart who raced inside, not Clark. A little bit of a poke there by DeWolf as Pioneer comes with possession and able to get the pass away to Stewart. And Bryans down low sends it back to Bogan. Stewart to Bogan. To Hicks. Drive inside, and it's going to be a call going in favor of Saline there. Calls on Saline. It'll be Stemmer as Hicks will head to the stripe once again. Sweetland stepping out to the bench there as in came Boyd for the Hornets. 3 minutes on the clock. Maya Hicks looking to make it a 12-point game. Connects on the first. One for two from the stripe, and I believe the second time it was out of bounds on Brines there, and the official changes her mind as looks like it was knocked and touched just by the Hornets there as Pioneer still maintains possession. 13 points, 60-47. Greatly outscoring the last matchup between both these teams, where it was a 47-40 victory for the Hornets. DeWolf hands off to Bogan as they race their way inside, bobbles the ball, and a little bit of questionable, but she puts it up and collects on the two. Stemmer sent it down to Boyd. Raced inside, all alone is Bentley. Doesn't take the shot, decides to hold. Plenty of space for the players at this point. Less of a press and more of zone-based defense here for, and calls are going to be made there as it's going on Bogan. Third foul of the evening for Bogan. 1-and-1 opportunity for Ella Stemmer. Stewart steps in as out goes Brines for Ann Arbor Pioneer. Stemmer at the stripe. Rings it in on the first opportunity. And connects on the second chance there at the stripe. That's her second 1-and-1 opportunity as well. Looking so far with 14 points this half. 26 in the game so far. Like I said before, looking for the 30 here. Rebound collected by Bentley, sent over to Stemmer. Plenty of room between her as she's going to slow down play. Let her team get into position and hand off to Sakarik before going down low there to Boyd. Stemmer. Well beyond the arc. Very, very heavy pressure there by DeWolf. Sakarik now. Pressured by Bogan. Pass inside to Bentley in the paint. Right back up to Sakarik. To Stemmer. Sakarik. Close pressure. Hornets looking to burn time. Long pass finds its way and saved. Nearly saved, in fact. Tried to bounce it back towards the Hornets, however, landed out of bounds before it made its way across the sideline. DeWolf there, leading the team. You're looking at a total of 11 points. Ann Arbor Pioneer hands off to Hicks. Hicks with the hard drive in, just about 15 feet out. Big shot from DeWolf. Looks for the three. Off the back of the iron. Stemmer, Bentley, Hornets with possession. Down to Sakarik, racing to maintain, and it's not going to be going in favor of the Hornets. In fact, last bounce goes out of bounds. Sakarik unable to make the save. If she connected, we got a timeout coming from Pioneer here. Current score stands at 62-49. A minute 13 on the clock. Talk about scoring summary so far. Altogether, like I said, Stemmer leading the way at 26 points, where you have Bentley right behind her, once again, at 19. Sakarik at 7, Kanan at 7, and then Sweetland rang in a 3 here for her first points of the evening. For Pioneer, you're looking at Brines with 4 so far, Turman with 4, DeWolf sitting at 11, Bogan at 7, Hicks at 16, or pardon me, 11. For the Pioneers there, Stewart at 4, and then Clark sitting at 8 for Ann Arbor Pioneer. Very much a team effort on both sides of the court this evening. However, foul trouble is proving to be quite an obstacle for both teams. Ann Arbor Pioneer with 18 so far in this matchup. And the Hornets right behind at 16. Both teams stand in the bonus so far. It'll be Maya Hicks to take the inbound pass for Pioneer. And it's going to find its way to number 4, DeWolf. Like I said, DeWolf, 11 points so far for Ann Arbor Pioneer. DeWolf, hard race inside, puts it up. Off the iron, doesn't fall. Rebound collected by Boyd. It's going to be a jump ball. And possession looks like it's going to stay with Pioneer. And it will. DeWolf to start it all out here with the inbound pass. 59 seconds on the clock exactly. Big shot from Hicks off the back of the iron. Swatted away there by Stewart so Hicks could regain it. Good move trying to put it up once again is Bogan. Off the glass with just too much force as rebound is collected there by Bogan and knocked up and out of bounds as the Hornets regain possession with 47.5 seconds remaining in this matchup. Inbound pass to Bentley, back to Boyd. Boyd's going to get fouled, and she's going to go to the stripe for a one-on-one opportunity. 45 seconds on the clock. Current score stands at 62-49. A 13-point difference here for this wrap-up compared to the 47-40 victory Saline found its way to in Ann Arbor. One-on-one opportunity for Amira Boyd. Boyd, 2 points tonight so far, and both of those came from a one-on-one, in fact, and it looks like it'll stay that way so far. Hicks over with a strong pass to Turman, races her way up, but it goes off the glass. Trying to get that foul off, Hicks was unable to get it off, so it steps in was Turman and DeWolf as Stemmer to the stripe. 28.8 seconds on the clock. One-on-one opportunity for the Hornets. Connects on the first there. And connects on both. The last three times Stemmer has headed to the stripe. She is connected on all of her shots. Currently sitting at 28 points so far in the game. And one opportunity going to Stewart here. She puts up and connects on the two, and now she goes to the stripe for one more. Boyd being called with the foul as in goes Brines. Or in just a moment, Brines will step in. Stewart with the and one opportunity. And converts on that as she will step out and Brines will step in. 20 seconds on the clock. Inbound pass coming from Boyd. Long pass finds its way to Kanan. Back pass to Stemmer. And now the Hornets look to burn the clock. And foul will be called there by Brines. She's getting the signal from the coach not to do that, as there are only 10 seconds on the clock, and you're looking at a 12-point difference remaining in this matchup. Stemmer with her first miss from the stripe here in the second half. And connects on the second. "17 points this evening for Ella Stemmer. And 2 seconds will pass, and that'll be all she wrote. In fact, it is 65-52. Hornets take the victory, improving to 13-2 so far on the season and 5-2 in the SEC Red. Altogether, Ann Arbor Pioneer record goes to 3-4, and it's going to be an interesting road to see if they can recover with the remainder of SEC play. Ellis Denver finishing off with 29 points in the game so far, or all together, where Steffi Bentley was right behind her with 19, and then Kaden at 7. Don't forget, folks, we'll be back on the air this Friday at 7 p.m. for another Hornet basketball game, and you can catch it all on SalineLive.com. And as always, folks, I'm Pat Canavan. Thanks for tuning in.